to phaahla is to phaahla, is to make way, it's to connect, is to commune, is to communicate with those who have lived before us, who are connected to us in spirit.
So how do you phaahla?
So I can say to people, these are the basic steps of ukuphahla, but each family has its own traditions of ukuphahla. I've already mentioned the significance of it, and
so is there a generic way of?
Yeah, I mean a generic. The basic thing about ukuphahla, what are you intending by communicating, by convening with your ancestors? That needs to be clear. The intention becomes clear because then that informs the type of ukuphahla. And it's also important when you phaahla is what's your intention, then who are you inviting? Who can help you manifest that intention? So the most important thing, always call forth ancestors who are in the light. Because people say, how do I know who Tingbizo all right? And it's always good to acknowledge that you call those you know and those you don't know, right? And that you come from a good place, like you know.
So it's like a broadcast.
Yes,
almost.
You know, it's a broadcast. And also affirm, be affirming at phaahla, because if you are always complaining, it means that you are intending for some soothing and some counseling from your ancestors. But if you are affirming to say thank you so much for still being with me, I'm alive today, I've got food on my table, and may you please assist in this and this. So and you also make offerings. That's important, more part.
In fact, I was going to say, what is the significance of tobacco or snuff and candles and pepper?
So if you are offering, so let's say you are offering umqombothi, for example, you're offering a drink. So what you are saying, you are inviting them to be with you through umqombothi. So you're offering a drink. So you're saying, I'm asking and here is a drink, right? So when they have had something, they can give back. So that's the significance of that. And I did say I think it was in November or December when I spoke about impepo as a purifier, as an enhancer, as an enlighter and an igniter. Because the burning of impepo, once you burn it, when it smokes, then those who are in the spirit world know that they are being invited. But then when you say, then I call upon, not everybody just comes, Soma. Then the ones, it's already like when you are knocking on the door, you're already waiting for somebody to open the door. Then you can say, knock, knock, in namang. Then the right person will open, knowing that who they're expecting to come through at that particular door. And then mqombothi is important, but we, even, there's different types of whiskeys and gins that people phaahla with. And I always say the symbolism is an offering of a drink. We don't live in the times of sika mqombothi. Back in the days, in the olden days, there was always umqombothi, amageu. Those things were always present in the households. And yes, we lived a kind of lifestyle where we can make umqombothi every day. But we live a kind of lifestyle where, there's already ready-made fermented alcohol. But when you do your big ceremonies, when there's a cleansing, it's important to have umqombothi done. Then the other alcohol.
Candles, and why the different colors?
I think we need to cover ukuphahla for the next one, but I will say the basic colors. White is important. White is an enhancer. It leverages any color. So if you, so Mrs. spoke about yellow when he's asking for light. Yes, symbolism of yellow is because of sunlight. It brings things into light. It brings everything you need to be revealed or manifested. You use yellow. So red is when you're getting protection, or you needing to be ignited, you needing something to be ignited, then you would use red as a color, but it's mostly used as a color of protection. If you're asking, I'm going on a trip and I'm asking that my ancestors and God be with me on the trip, then use a red. And like I said, use white all the time, because white enhances every other color, every other request that you're using. Some people also use a green if they're trying to manifest some wealth or some material manifestation of wealth, then they would use green. And we've had callers who were talking about it. Red and green as a combination with white in the middle are a great thing, because we call it the colors of umuntu ohlupha abantu abadala. Inhlupheko, our first caller was talking about, I've tried everything, I'm even suicidal. Phaahla, when I said use impepo and steam and bath with it, but also light candles. The significance of lighting candles is that because they are on the other side. When we light a candle, when we shift impepo, we are opening the doorways.
Before we let you go, because we've run out of time, what did we use before candles?
What did we use before candles?
Yes, before the advent of candles, yes.
We used fire, because symbolism of fire. So every morning we would light a fire. Nature, all the natural things as we evolve with them, we have found ways in which we can manufacture them. So like I said first, I want us to focus on the essences, because some people, when we speak about cultural practices, they're feeling we're inviting them into primitive times. You know, everything that was done in the primitive can still find its relevance in this modern times. It's why did we do what we do? You know, so that we can retain the why in the current status, so that the rituals can be alive in this modern times.
Gogo, unfortunately we are out of time. Where can people reach you? Are you online?
Yes, I've got a website now.
What's the website?
gogodinaondlanzi.com, and on social media I'm also gogodinaondlanzi, so people will find the booking details. And just to be clear, I don't interpret DM dreams, I don't give advices, I don't do all of those things, because this is the platform and this is to serve people. So if I do that online, I cannot serve the people who are asking of my time privately. So please, let's respect that space. I'm here once a month. I do other media platforms as well. People can follow me to see where they can get free services. But once it comes to my DMs, it's something else.
gogodinaondlanzi.com.
Yes.
Leaving you with a thought for today. Re ma Africa. A great day in spite of yourselves. AM edition is next.